Hello again, fight fans. I am Jason Burgos for Sherdog.com, and there are so many great things I can say about my guest today, but I don't need to, because there's one thing I can now say that trumps any of his previous successes, and that is to call him the new UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, the entire planet. And that man is the king of Polish power. He's the one and only Jan Blachowicz champ. Thank you so much for the time, and congratulations on a phenomenal win, man.
Oh man, thank you. And thank you for this. The introduction was amazing.
Now, I have so many questions. Now, the first one I have to ask is, when I say the words, Jan Blachowicz, UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, like, what are the thoughts that come to your mind? Because this, like we talked about a couple of weeks ago, a 13-year-long odyssey to get to this moment, to get to this position. Is it still kind of sinking in, a little bit surreal and almost like a fantasy? Does it feel like a big weight is off your shoulders, that you accomplished this big goal? Like, what's the feeling when you hear those words?
I feel great, just great, Something what I work all my life finally happened. And I enjoyed it, and just feel great. Life is amazing right now. Everything right now in my life is every day something new, and yeah. I wish I wanted to have this feeling like I have right now.
And I have a lot of questions about how life has changed, but before we get to questions on what life is like right now, I want to just talk about the fight first. Now, because you were, I want to talk about the kicks, really. The kicks that you landed on Reyes early in that fight, because you were 16 of 19 on attacks to his body and his legs in just under 2 rounds. Like, most of it all being kicks to him. In 3 rounds, with like a guy like Thiago Santos, you only threw 22 times to those 2 areas. And against Corey Anderson, you just had 4 to the legs or to the body. Was that a key part of the strategy and plans you had told me about that you had for him, to chop at his legs, work his body early? Or was that just something you kind of felt in there, in the fight, during the fight?
Yeah, that's a part of the game plan, but the low kicks, this is my game plan, to kick his leg all the time. But I always like to kick on body, My left leg is really good.
Yeah.
It's something was born with that, Just God give it me the left leg, So I always like to kick it, and when I throw first kick and I see that works really good, so I say, okay, that's gonna be really good weapon for him. And I see after first kick that he slowing down a little bit. That was really important in the fight for me. The second point was when I broke his nose. Then I know that the soon will be over. But yeah, the first kick was also really important.
And I'm glad you mentioned nose, because that's where I was going to go to. When you see you disfigure his nose, clearly is broken now, he didn't give any signs, like he didn't look like he was maybe hurt right away, but did your experience as a fighter for so long, did you see that and go, I know he's hurt, I know he's not breathing the same way, I need to get in there and attack him right away?
When I just see that his nose is not here but here,
yeah, yeah,
his eyes and face told me, I just knew that he have, I just knew that, okay, now he just, only what he can now do, just throw a couple punches and have lucky that he hit me, So I have to be ready on that, and I knew that, okay, he is right now, it's mine, 20 more seconds and we'll be after the fight.
Wow.
And that's exactly what I think, and I did it.
And and like a big thing of the last few fights, especially going to this fight, we always talk about Polish power. And there was a point maybe in the first round that you stunned, I think maybe it was a left hook or something like that. It looked like it stunned him a little bit, something like that. But during the fight, during that first round, the second round, did you get a sense, along with those kicks that you noticed had an effect, like the power shots, just the punch in general, like, this guy is not liking what I'm giving him. Like, he's getting hurt by these punches, because he didn't even seem like the same Dominick Reyes in that first round. He seemed very cautious. And do you feel like maybe his cautiousness was, he felt your power, he really didn't like it?
I think so. This is the reason that he feel that I punch really hard, and he just, and he got a lot of respect to this, and that was really good for me because I can put my style on him, put pressure on him, and I can just do what we prepare in our gym with my team in training camp. So that was I just think that he got a lot of respect to my shots.
You
My hits.
talk you talked to me about it, and you also mentioned it in other interviews that you kind of envisioned knocking him out somewhere in the second round, the third round, somewhere around that. You did it. When you did it, was that what you envisioned, what you saw in dreams, what you saw in that stuff, or was it maybe a little different than you expected?
Little bit different because I see that that's gonna be right hand.
Mm-hmm.
But everything started from right hand, yeah. Because
Mm-hmm.
right hand I broke his nose.
Yeah.
Left was just the end. The left hook was finish the fight, but everything starts from the right. But in my visualization, I see that he going down after the right. This is the difference. But for me, it's okay. You can have that smile, mistake. I,
Now, fame can be a great thing, but it can be a curse when you have it for a while. You already had fame, but with winning this championship, you're like a sports icon in Poland, and you're a bigger star around the world. Without a doubt, you are enjoying it. We talked about it off air. You're enjoying this stuff right now, how great it is. But are there kind of like worries, like living a quiet life, home life in Poland, may change a lot? Like you can't go to the grocery store and just get some food without a bunch of people coming up to you, or like you said before, you've been waiting for this and you're excited to have this kind of stuff happen.
Yeah, I'm waiting for this. Right now, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
In my neighborhood where I live,
Yeah.
people know me. So they are really nice. They just
Okay.
say, "Good job, yeah, it was amazing." But they are nice.
Yeah.
Only one thing is changed right now in my neighborhood is that the kids come to me, knock to my doors, and can we take a photo and take an autograph? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. But yeah, when I go sometime to the shopping mall or something like this, a lot of people recognize me. But everybody, they are nice. They just want to say, "Hey, you do great job. It's amazing what you do. You're a right history in Poland." So I enjoy it. It's amazing.
What
We'll
is
see what's going to later. But for now, it's great.
Yeah. And what I mean, because most people are not gonna know what that kind of fame, that kind of support is, and like, what does it feel like to just have so many people just happy to see you? And also, do you have to, not let it get to your head? Do you have that kind of situation at home where, people at home will keep your mind right and humble you and bring you back to that normal life and go throw out the garbage? You need to go wash the dishes, like, do you have those things that just kind of keep you humble? Because it's got to be crazy to have all these people in your country just want to know you, want to be around you.
Yeah, but I do this thing all the time. I go with my dogs for the walk. Yeah, I take trash and take it away. I go to the grocery shop, really small. Yeah, but it's normal life. But
Yeah.
I I live normal life, but just have I just celebrate all the time with people on the street.
Yeah.
Because they are happy, and I think they are natural with this. Uh, they are really nice with that.
Yeah.
What they say to me, that I do something really important. Because for everybody this year is bad.
Yeah.
And they say you do something great for us, something big in history. So I make them happy, and
Yeah.
thanks to that I make them happy, I'm happy also. So it's amazing. Yeah, great feeling.
You now have like a major platform in your country and around the world as a UFC champion. That really means a lot to a lot of people. What you say, what you do has a lot more attention now, a lot more influence now. Are there like any personal passions you have had for a long time, like maybe charities or social issues that you want to like bring maybe awareness to or funding to? Because with helping yourself, helping your family, you now have this opportunity to help even more people with the attention you now have and stuff like that. Are there any things you've been wanting to do that now with more fame, you like, I can really make a difference with this stuff?
Yeah, I done this before. I try to help. With the charity, help people. They need help to help animals. Now I can do this in a just bigger way.
Yeah.
yesterday or 2 days ago, I signed the gloves and they to the charity, and they sold it for really big money.
Wow.
It
Okay.
was amazing price. Now I can, use my name and help a lot of people, and I will do this. I always do this, but right now I just can, make it bigger.
Yeah.
So it's
Soon.
all also really important for me.
All right, that's awesome to hear. Now, so soon after your win, you had the chance to do what most people in your country will never get to do, and that was sit down with the country's prime minister. Tell me about, like, when you get that call. What is it like for you and your family? Like, yeah, the prime minister wants to meet you. What is it like to get escorted to that meeting with one of the most powerful people in your country? And did you find out, like, yeah, he's an MMA fan, a UFC fan, and has been a fan of yours for a long time?
Uh, yeah, when he invited me, it was pleasure for me, because like you say, the one of and most important people in our country right
Yeah.
now, he invited me. So yeah, I go there. It was really nice meeting, nice conversation. We talked, I don't know, 50 minutes, something like this.
Wow.
45, some 50 to 45 minutes. Yeah, and he really know what he talking about. I think that that he is not MMA fan, but
Yeah.
I think he is. We have a really nice conversation, and I think all government they are MMA fans right now, and I think before my success that they all also watch MMA. So because also Mr. President sent a congratulations for me on Twitter, that also was nice.
Is there any chance to meet him? Because that's what I was going to ask next. Is there conversations about sitting down, meeting the president next?
Maybe in future when I defend my belt.
What is it like to your mom, your father, your wife, your brothers, sisters, like whoever you have in your family? What is it like to them that like you're meeting the prime minister now? Is that like just as big a deal to them? Like, wow.
Yeah, they are just proud. My
Yeah.
mother, my father, they are just proud. And I'm happy. All the family they are proud. But father and mother, yeah, because they support me all my life. Not only right now, but when I just started, when I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
They took me to the gym, to the judo, and they support me from the beginning till now, and they will support me to the end of whole world. Uh, after.
When someone reaches the level you now have, so many people like want a piece of you to help them sell their products, build their brands, build their businesses. Have you and your manager like been completely bombarded by businesses looking for you to work with them, sell their stuff? Are there any that you might like have been contacted by that you're kind of excited about to sell their stuff? Like, are we going to get Jan Blachowicz like a cologne commercial, a Jan Blachowicz watch commercial? In Poland, so are we gonna get like Polish Power T-shirts, and you're gonna make a ton of money off of that?
I hope so. I hope so. Make it. My manager, she all the time is on the phone.
Yeah.
All the time, all the 20 minutes because somebody all the time messages call. We have to hire a little bit more people to help. Because.
Wow.
So many things happen right now, so we will see what's gonna be. How it's gonna be after when you finish all conversation. But I think I'm I've got a good feeling about everything.
A lot
There's
of
nothing in some commercial in TV.
a lot of like star athletes when they become champions, like Ronda Rousey and stuff like that, we see them in movies. Are we going to see Jan Blachowicz, the action star, movie star? We're going to get
I'm
that.
waiting for this. I'm waiting from Hollywood.
Yes.
It's my it's my little bit dream. To even not big but small role in movie would be great. So maybe maybe I have the chance.
Do you have a preference? Do you want to
Amazing.
do you want to be the good guy, or you're fine with it if you're the bad guy? Oh, you just want to be in a movie.
I just want to be in the movie. Yeah.
All
I can be
right.
bad guy.
Now, the Glover Teixeira and Thiago Santos are set to fight in a few weeks. The winner will likely be your first title defense. What do you think of that fight? Who do you see winning? And is part of you rooting for Glover so you can have like this title fight between a 37-year-old, a 40-year-old, and like a battle of ageless wonders? Or do you want Thiago because you want to get revenge for that fight from last year?
Yeah, I think that Thiago gonna win this fight, but we will see. It's 50-50, but a little bit more for Thiago. And also will be great because I will gonna have my, if UFC give this fight to him for first my belt defense, I'm gonna have opportunity to take a rematch.
Yeah.
I never lost the rematch, and this time will be the same. But we will see because if Glover take him down, it could be hard for Thiago.
Yeah.
But in stand up, for sure for Thiago. But also we've got still is John Jones somewhere in my mind, and for me John Jones will be the best option. I would like to beat him, show him the legendary Polish power, and also we've got Adesanya. He also said that he would like to fight in 205. So a lot of options. We will see what's gonna be the best and what UFC give it to me. But right now I'm celebrating. I'm happy that I'm the champion and waiting for my baby. So this is something what I focus right now.
Fair enough. No, and I'm glad you brought up Adesanya, John Jones, because that's what I was going to ask next. If everything was possible and there was, every option was available, who would be your perfect choice to be in a title fence? Is it John, like you mentioned? Is it Adesanya? Because his coach was already talking about today that he wants to go to 205 at some point. Is it Daniel Cormier? I know you guys had like a thing on Twitter, but even though he declined the fight, or is it Thiago or Glover? What will be your perfect scenario? Like, is it John? Is it simply John Jones? You just want to fight the best ever?
John Jones, yeah. If I have opportunity to choose one, and he agree, so John Jones.
If they always say the heavyweight champion of the world is the baddest man on the planet, do you feel in some way light heavyweight champion almost as big? A lot of light heavyweights now go to heavyweight. Maybe they should start talking about Jan Blachowicz as the baddest man on the planet.
It is.
Yeah, all right.
On the planet, For me, it's I don't care. I can fight it against Miocic also. Mm-hmm. Why not?
Is that a goal one day? If you want to get in like 2-3 title defense, and then you would like to maybe go for champ at heavyweight?
Yeah, for sure. Heavyweight is in future. It's gonna be option for me. It's not gonna be option. I'm sure that in the future I will go to heavyweight.
So it's even like however your career goes in the next year or so, at some point you're just going to move up to heavyweight because just cutting to light heavyweight isn't worth it anymore.
The cutting weight is the worst part ever. I like food, I like eat a lot. But this is future, not now.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm sure that that my last fight gonna be in heavyweight.